great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over.
Coming out for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what did the offensive coordinator say right off the top? He's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that, too.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The setup to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Ready? 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Check 15, check 15.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Let's go. Let's do this. Got it.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Pull, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Johnson, quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Now Johnson from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, He's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Yeah, this is offense now as they get set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1.
Hey, Orbit.
51's the money. 51's the money. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line.
I'm ready.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Let's go, defense. Out top. It's out top.
Johnson on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, Johnson. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now. Pull, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Colts pick it up. 30, 10, 5. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Johnson. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Colts pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
So here are the Colts to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll drop to throw, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sullivan. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down.
60 Pittsburgh. Ready?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Here we go. 90, Wolf. 42. Hey, Charlie. 36. Deep grip.
Looking to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Johnson now. Back to the air on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought it in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, 2 teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready, go. Ready.
Now Johnson to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Looking to throw. Johnson toward the center of the field, but it's in.
To cover a little bit better.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
50, plant.
Let's see what you got.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Second and 13. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
91.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Now, the Raider offense set to get this drive started. Johnson on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
On second down, Cole. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
It's our time. It's our time.
To throw again, Johnson. And he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Set, ready? 15 line. 15 line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Here's Johnson looking to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what did they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how did they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Ready, ready. 60 outlaws.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Colts on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Again, they were targeting Marshall there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Got some real estate inside the 30. And a cutback right sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Johnson now to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Johnson operating from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Check 42's the mark. Check 42's the mark.
Now they'll run it on the toss. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 4. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 4 yards. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st and 10, Johnson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw. Johnson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Looking to throw. Johnson. Johnson on its poke free. Football's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They can't hang with us.
2nd and 5. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Johnson going to throw on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. We'll go for it on 4th and goal. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style.
As they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.